Hello, good morning. Welcome back to more Space Haven. After the disastrous scenes yesterday, so I've wound the game back a bit. I'm not sure it's going to help me much because nothing really in the systems, but we made the jump. But I want to do a couple things if I can beforehand, because some of the tables, the blue blocks, were being destroyed. I couldn't replace them, and characters. So I mean, we're still out of energy and what have you, so I'm gonna try and get us to I'm gonna get us to here where there's a base. Maybe I can trade for energy. In the meantime, I want to change the ship a bit more. Back there. Disasters. I need to say the word. I need to divide the rooms more. I don't think this is going to help us. So I'm going to move bedroom. I think people actually prefer to sleep on their own. The thing being that the crew comfort is really important. Like how well they do their jobs, how well they train. So yeah, I'm gonna, for the moment, if I don't dive everything, we're going to because the crew get bothered by noise, having them right next to the engineering room is no good, and then of course all this goes on fire and smoke and stuff, and then it's affecting all the crew areas. So we need high oxygen in here and higher heat, which is a fire source to some extent, but we've got to have some things next to others. But and whether any of this is going to be good enough. Those. thing is, giving them their own room does take up space. Rooms. Toilets, that jazz. Hey Paul. Well, I've wound it back a bit because actually people died and I had 3 or 4 units. So a bit of save scumming. I've come back before we jump to this cluster. I'm going to try and make it to this base, but I want to have a bit of a redesign. I mean, I don't know if it's really going to make much difference because there's really nothing else to get. I'm still out of energy, out of food, you name it. I want to like that. So I mean, a couple videos reminded me of some stuff that I was because obviously I don't know how much of my stuff you actually saw, but obviously we did the redesign of the ship when we were at the farm and stuff, and it is a lot better because we've actually got proper rooms and stuff. But you don't really want the crew quarters next to engineering because the noise. Even though you've got a wall between them, if it's right next door to it, they still get disrupted sleep. And also the fires and stuff. So I need to compartmentalize a bit more. I need to put in some airlock doors so that they're not traveling all the way back here to get spacesuits. I need to put local storage of the food even though we don't have any. So I'm having a bit of a redesign because I mean, we're probably still going to have the design. As I say, I'm really not sure whether this save, well, I mean, there's plenty of saves, so I can wind it back to a point where, but it's still not giving me enough resources to even sort of get by on. But anyway, we're going to put the crew quarters where I originally sort of wanted them, nearer the front of the ship. I'm going to try and give everybody their room for comfort, basic comfort, and it will be quieter, they'll get better sleep, and therefore they'll perform a bit better. I might keep the grow room, we might adjust it slightly, but roughly in the middle of the ship. Put up some local storage, put up the space, because the thing I was forgetting when I mean, and it's not that long ago that I did the redesign from the mess that was all over the plan before, but had whole blocks. But of course, everything, so like, I need to stop food. Well, I can't do it yet because you want to basically stop food being kept in the main storage, have it kept in a local one in the case, you know, you're cutting down all these journey times that people make for spacesuits. So yeah, going back to having yeah, because I mean they need to get suits. So at the moment, if there's a fire down here, they've got to come up to here. This is the only place that they get the spacesuits from, and then go back. And I did actually have it in my save I played. It was 2020. It was like 6 years ago. Jesus, time's gone. Anyway, so we're having a bit of a redesign. Whether it's going to make that much difference, but it's going to improve the ship, but it also should help cope with disasters a bit better. And even the engineering, I'm going to maybe, it's a bit tight for space, but we can increase the size of the ship a bit, although I need engines. I mean, we've got snowballing problems everywhere. But I've gone back to a point where my consoles aren't broken. And so I'm going to spend a bit of time, but again, we don't have food, but I think they won't die because of the algae dispenser. They're going to get all this vitamin. Got nothing really to trade with because there's nothing to gather. So while we're here, let's just quickly just see. They've got some energy. Food blocks, food tray. But I'm running out of, because I've asked my water to be kept at 20. Ice is going down. We're not getting into this either. But how the hell would I get? I want to keep. Biomasses. We've got scrap that will process. One Hyperion. Doing 393. That's like. You know, I need to do a medical room and have med pack stuff in the medical. I don't even have. dangerous bells. We need this stuff. I'm gonna do that trade. At least we're in a system. I'm going to sit here for a bit while I redesign the ship. At least we're trading here. These are being moved. I'll probably put the... Don't know what... Anna. I'll put a toilet up here and I think I want and also I probably want to put an airlock in the engineering because I don't think I've got because if you put an airlock in engineering, you can open it, can't you? Enter to space, I think. So ship's not gonna. I don't really want this airlock here anyway, because got a couple whole blocks. So I do that costs forward, but I want to do the gonna put some up to compartmentalize it all. I think I'll do that. That we're gonna have probably this done because it's moving, I think. Bedroom. But also the problem I'm having, I mean, we've been bombarded by also the robot things. I mean, really, you need fighters before you go to these areas. I just wish these resources would regenerate some of them, at least a couple aspects or something, because the system feels so empty. Once you've cleaned it out, once I've mined it out, it's like, well, you know there's nothing else to get. You know, the only hope is some trading ships, but then if you're not gathering anything, you end up in the situation I am where, you know, you don't have anything to trade it with. I'll keep trying to make some fibers. You know, we've got slow rates of growth on it because I haven't put CO2s in there yet. Anyway, so basically I'm going to make this a bit more engineering and this a bit more engineering, create a bit more space for engines. Put some dividers between them so it's not, you know, although my industry's all sort of in one area of the ship, I'm going to have some firewalls. Change these doors and stuff. Corridor. Yeah, I've been asking 3 people to do everything. I'm also going to put Scotty on a different schedule. I mean, really, you probably want to do different schedules. So if I add a schedule, it's probably better. It's better to do schedules and then you allocate people to it rather than changing it. So, schedule 2, and also I need to study time. So, right, so sleep, I don't know, the sleep would be affects away missions a little bit doing this, but right. So what I'll be able to do is put Scotty on to allocate him to yeah, I think you need other doors. The spacesuit things into engineering pool are not so much really to make it the only, because all the doors have vents, so I would have spacesuit doors and normal doors, so the vents will still work for oxygen and stuff. And then I want to put an airlock out the back or something. It's the wardrobe for the spacesuit. And so they'll want the spacesuit when they're going into an area, so it's about having the wardrobe closer to the disaster area that's likely. If you put them just as that door, then yeah, I think that because they're airtight and stuff, I mean, you can open a vent, but then if it's connected to I mean, I think there's vents on the space door, so you probably had them shut. You could have them open. Well, see, you'll have a look at what I'm trying to do if we can get this trade done. Let everybody sleep. I'm trying to change the schedule. I've got a second schedule here. But Scotty, it says selected 1. Find schedule. Schedule 2. Got it. He's the engineer and the builder. It will just allow me to do a few things without having too much downtime, but really, I generally don't like doing it until I have 6 crew and do 3 and 3, but I'm missing out on some stuff by waiting. Yeah, part of the reason I don't like doing it when I have so little crew is because of doing abandoned ships and stuff, because I want all the crew to go over at the same time. And if you've got, say, 4 crew and it's 2 and 2, and you go over to a wreck, then 2 of them are basically going to be doing it in their sleep time and either deciding, no, that's it, I'm off. And if you override it, then and their energy goes to 0, then they just collapse on the floor asleep right in front of the aliens. So I mean, once you've got 6, you can do 3 and 3, and you know, 3 going over, you can get away with, you know, 4's better, but with just 4 crew, but you can get away with 3. But you're still going to have 1 person tired. But of course, I've sort of done all the wrecks in this system. We've got some coming up. But yeah, whether it's fixing something or producing something, you want to split the schedules. That's the aim. But probably doing it earlier. I've got no power here. Right, this thing first of all, don't need on. Because I'm out of energy now? Might be. Zero power, insufficient, yeah. Because I was wondering whether it took from the rods, but it doesn't. I don't think I can prioritize this trade any. Force people to wake up and stuff. They're getting up anyway. Got 4. Some things I don't know. Like I think the oxygen generator. You know, some things don't need power, like. I probably want 2 of these extractors, but actually the airlock's much more efficient than the gas scrubber, but I need to make room for it. Got so many things I've queued up to do though, with the ship being built and this being moved, and No energy. Airlock. With the items, that's the fiber. We're in a bit of a pickle here. I'm gonna get, was it 4 energy? Well, I think it was only 2, wasn't it? The train, it's not much. Gonna last me hardly any time. Oh, it's 4. Well, that's a little bit better than 4 energy, but you have an away team of 4 and 2 sleep different times, yeah. No, you're further on from me, obviously, and haven't got the money to get another crew, and we haven't found a bit with So what I'm going to do, Paul, when I come across here, if we don't get into combat, is we're going to go down to this system which had derelicts in it. I don't think it's going to make much difference, and only because up here we didn't have energy, or maybe there was a little bit of ice. I think 4 ice or something like that, but I mean there was quite a bit of mining, but it wasn't particularly stuff that I needed. But we were being attacked by the rogue things, and now we might get attacked by the rogue things here because I think they're everywhere. But I've got some saves, so I'm going to try and put, once we get this done, I'm going to put a save in once I've got the ship resorted, and then another save in before we leave here. And then, I don't know, just try different routes, see if we can get slightly better outcome. But having ships attacking my ship, I mean, you know, I need shield. I haven't got shields yet. I haven't got scanner up. Damn, I did. Gone and built this. Blue blocks would come. I might be able to get it built, but can you just nip over in your game and we'll dock, you know, and trade me some resources? And but I mean, as I say, I'm only playing on normal, and the resources are super hard. The challenge in this game on resources is real. Everybody says, well, just trade, but I've been trading for like the last 10 hours of gameplay. Down to you want the paint off my wall? I remember from playing, once you turn a bit of a corner and you can start producing, making everything. I mean, yes, you need to keep an eye on ice and water and food, and you know, and also there comes a point where you've built most of the things in the game. It's then about producing, managing resources. At the moment, I've still got a lot of stuff I can't build. So the advanced disassembly. Another work then. Right, I've got the item fabricator to make guns, which I desperately need, but gain blue blocks and everything. Those I've built. I mean, the composter I haven't built. I mean, this is why industry needs to be bigger. Let me slow it down a sec because I mean, the scanner will help me pick a better route for where resources. Getting some of the hull done now. Let's just toilet. Thinking of a toilet at either end of the corridor. Might want to get more bedrooms in. Actually out of power, but my trade's just gone through. Why have I not got 4? I've got 2. I bet it's... is it already in here? So scared. Yeah. Right, as much as I want to do the bedroom. So I'm going to take these doors down. I mean, I might move everything back a bit. I think that can come out. Windows as well, don't they? I want to try and get the crew comfort as maximum as I can get it at the moment. We'll make bigger rooms later, but build that, yeah. Energy. We put 2 in here. Let's say there's only 1 in there now. So low. This is the same ship. Done with some food. What have I got? Scrap thing. I don't think that's. Well, I think we're gonna have to leave that trade. And I think this grow room is a bit too big. Backed by. Oh god, that's right back here. So this door's taken down, I can't do the... Luckily, I think she can fix it. Please. Hey Joker. Morning to you. Oh dear. Living on the edge of we'll pause. I'm out of energy again, and I've got nothing to trade for it. We're just so screwed, man. Oh, I feel like what's his name in Aliens? We're screwed, man. We're screwed. We're all gonna die. Hudson, secure your ship. You've got all 9 ships on Windrose, Joker. Oh, that's what that picture was with all the... I thought, how'd you get all the AI ships to line up like? You can only sail one of them at a time, though, Joe. I tell you what, it's a good job you're not a billionaire, isn't it, Joker? Because if you did, you'd be one of these people with 15 garages and, you know, a whole building showing off your cars. Epic. I'd do the same. Does. Looks epic. Makes you feel like... I mean, there, you know, there is co-op. I haven't tried with it, but I don't know if co-op works on the sea. If people can take... Suppose they can. 4 people ships. I think that not difficult at the moment. I think they need to make the combat a bit harder. Flesh it out. A lot I would change to Windrose. A little bit too easy in its gameplay. an XP system doesn't really work. And the building's pretty good, they just need more of it. But the train stuff needs. Meanwhile, it's disaster on HMS. Might change the name. Yeah. I was going to call it Lost Hope, but that's too dark. It does work in. I'm already too hot. And it's only 9 o'clock. Even though I've been up since 6. Right. Get a little bit more in before I switch it all off again. It's just unbearable. I just hate weather when it's like this. My flat goes to about 35, 36 degrees inside. Suffocating. You know, can't open my bloody windows because I've got kids screaming at the top of their voice for like literally 8 to 10 hours a day. So the staff room, the thing is I want to move the staff room. Thing is I don't want the grow room right next to the industry. This room you pump it up to 40C and high oxygen, CO2, whatever, and then if the fire gets in there, it's about this toilet at the end of the car. I mean, they take up more space than you realise. Like it maybe over here, if I can, but I think we're almost out of whole blocks when so that bit got done. We have this bit over here hasn't got done. But what I want to do is start putting some spiders. Basement. And heat. Call them heaters, but not heat. Don't know or to stay here, but I know we're not ready to move on to the other areas. We're just going to get more problems being attacked and fighters. Not ready. You're on your third run of wind rays, but you're using mods. But they did do one. Yeah, I saw some of the mods. Some people said they were quite buggy, and a lot of the mods I don't like. I mean, that one I'd probably use, but like having 1,000 blocks or something. But you know, they could. I mean, it's not really a thing, but later on in they could maybe just have a sandbox mode or something, so that everything's unlocked if you just want to build and things like that. I mean, some people use it, some people don't, but I don't see a problem in giving people that mode. I mean, this game has a sandbox mode if you don't want to do that, but you've got the space station option and ship option. I haven't taken these doors down yet. This old stuff being built. There is a creative. Is there a creative mode on Windows? Or maybe there is in the early. It seems such a long time ago now since I started the game options. Right, I don't know. I'm going to cancel. Time being. Want to. Gonna run out of power again soon. I'm gonna move the staff room to here. I have to make all of this just it. But this room's a little bit too big for my current need. Double doors are nice, but yeah, that's right. There's a lot of customization, wasn't there, in the game settings, so you can effectively turn it into that, I guess. And I put unit 4 blocks left, but thing. Unreach. Blocking way. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to put the airlock door yet because some of this staff room is going to be industry, and I'm going to move this over. I kind of want to go down to one toilet, but two's better because it does produce bio algae stuff. Dog's breakfast. Yep. Video game. Really? Bombed in the middle of. I'll try and trade again, but you just can't keep trading. I'm not gaining anything. Only got one energy. Energy cell. Ridiculous. I think my turret's. Is my turret offline? Yeah, that's why I've changed my schedule, Joker, and I mean I don't really like the room I'm in just heats up, my PC heats up, so I'm really not streaming much beyond sort of 1 PM. I mean my place gets the hottest around, well, really about to like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It just then won't cool down after I've had. I'm on an upper floor of a base, so the walls and the roof gets. And heat rises, so this place just traps heat. I'm having problems with the noises next door, having the windows open, but if it's air temp in the 30s and stuff, it's best still to have the windows closed, but then there's no breeze in the evenings to get a change. I was hoping the weather's going to be a bit better later in the week, but now where I am it looks pretty much, it's going to be 1 or 2 degrees, but changing each day, but at the moment not looking very good. This Thursday's 28, we're looking 27, 28. Not really till Sunday then. Although it should be about 4 or 5 degrees cooler Thursday, but still too hot. And I'm not really getting on in the evenings. I'm too tired. The flat's too hot. So I was going to try and do some streaming from like 9 PM onwards when it's a little bit cooler, but when it gets to it, it's still too hot. By 11 or something, if I've been up, because I've been getting up at 6 in the morning and stuff with this heat and stuff, but I can get a bit more done in the mornings. Streaming from about 7:30, 8 AM. I don't want my PC to break down and stuff, so I'm just, it's really hard. It's almost like a drug. I need to switch it off and just watch a bit of telly and stick my feet in a bowl of cold water or something. Finished off Hive, so do this. That's my one bit of energy. This can be moved to use a bit of a gap that I could move a heater or something. I want to build a spacesuit door, but it's going to be back here. Could even do it back here. Plus, yeah, just switch it off, mate. That cools it down. So I'm going to put the walls here. I still don't know if this is going to be. Quite a big. This mess up here. Move this into the corner when that gets done. Redesign that a little bit. It's all going to have to be constantly changing. This corner now doesn't look right. Here, although we might keep expanding, and I've got to do the side corridors and the side pods yet, but no resource. I have to wait. I'm going to go get a glass of water with some ice in it in a sec. But we're out of energy again. Oh, a disaster. I want to get a... I mean, not that we've got any food. Nothing in here. Just to bloody recycle energy. Kind of screwed, but I got 36 credits. Oh. Yeah, I can't afford any of that stuff, Joker. Ain't got enough money for my food every month and stuff. I'm basically about minus about 1,500 a month. What world's coming to? For 8-9 years I haven't claimed benefits. What do you think? This door I'd like to move here, but I think I'm going to change this. Airlock over here. Essentially the airlocks. Well, spaceship locker door thing. An actual airlock. Better. Back here. I don't know. I've got till I get all this moved. I want to see him grabbing the food. So hypersleep chamber now. Doing advanced nutrition, artificial meat, and hot, so keeping all this stuff going. Gonna need stuff up here. Oh, at least you know what you need, Joker, if you win the lotto. Kind of stopped looking. Once I got my new GPU, I kind of stopped looking at it. It was just depressing me every month, seeing stuff I should be getting or could get, or the latest and just not been able to afford anyway. My mental health's not been good for the last few. Probably good to shut it all down. I need to put a storage in the kitchen. Not much different. I think really I should move this, so not this. Put the storage in that corner. Come on. Messed up the kitchen. Plus if I move these walls out, it's going to get moved again anyway. We're out of energy again. That trade happened at it. I seem to be going through more power, even though I'm not doing anything. That's off. And we've gone through 3 or 4 energy already. Maybe more than 4. We got 4, and then I got 1 more, so we've gone through 5 energy. I mean, the ship's, if I have a fire on it now, I don't have fire breaks, right? I've got some info blocks I could maybe trade, but I think these guys now, they're not, this is stations guys. Maybe they're producing it. But they don't want info. You know, the 2 things that I make really, biomatter, grayed out. I'm growing fibers though. It's just one more in it. Just living on. But it might be worse. I mean, here they keep producing it. Once I go out here, I've got nothing. We know there's nothing. They're probably going to go down to this system and see what's down there. Right, so all this needs moving. Maybe that won't go there. Six years in development and you still can't get something under the thing that's on the wall. Da, 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 da. Right. Like this now. I don't know if we've got enough energy blocks. Making a few out of the recycle. Okay, I want to make this square here because of the airlock. So I don't think the airlock I can move. Build another one. Don't really want there either. Won't let me do it because of that corner bit. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to put it there then for them. This one taken out, then we'll just square off this bit of the. Probably move these again. So long to move a bit because so few crew. Really, having two toilets up here would be. And I've got to do a hypersleep room as well. And actually get one in there, but they kind of want to be divided, really. Like that's built, so this should be. Man.